2009, that the presidency of Barack Hussein Obama would go down in history as one of the greatest bait and switches in American African history. Black America's support and blind endorsement of the presidency of Barack Hussein Obama will go down in history as one of the greatest bait and switch tactics that human history has ever recorded. Those 8 years that we sat by and worshiped a man, those 8 years that we sat by and let the Democratic Party ignore black people for one man, so that one man could enjoy his presidency, those 8 years, while we act like we received something, those 8 years while we had our psychological Novocaine, this country's power structure reorganized itself, re-empowered itself, and rededicated itself to the destruction of black people. Here, there, and everywhere. We should have never taken time off. And although you try to make Donald Trump the scapegoat, although you try to make Donald Trump the scapegoat, although you try to make Donald Trump the scapegoat, no. The momentum for Donald Trump's racism, the momentum that carried Donald Trump into office, the momentum that allowed Donald Trump to ignore black people, was initiated with Barack Hussein Obama. See, you can fool some of the people some of the time. You'll be able to fool all the people some of the time. You'll be able to fool some of the people all of the time, but you'll never be able to fool all of the people all of the time. How can it be possible that Barack Hussein Obama is not responsible for police genocide, but Donald Trump is? How is it possible that Barack Hussein Obama isn't responsible for mass incarceration, but Donald Trump is? The point that I'm getting at, brothers and sisters, is we have to stop treating individuals as saviors or devils. You should never look to one person, particularly a political figure, a politician, an elected so-called representative of the people. You should never see a sole person as being your savior, and you should never see a sole person as being your problem. Racism, as I've been teaching you for more than 20 years now, racism is a system. It is a system. Individuals do not defeat systems. Do you understand? Nor do individuals control systems. I want to be very clear about this. By making Obama an angel and Donald Trump a devil, we failed on both sides. By making Barack Obama an angel and Donald Trump a devil, we failed on both sides, because we keep on reducing systemic issues to individual personalities. We keep on reducing systemic issues to individual personalities. It's just like racism. And America loves the fact that black people, America loves the fact that black people have conceptualized racism as a personality deficiency. That's how most Negroes approach racism. And the reason we approach racism from the perception of a personality deficiency. It is an individual personality deficiency. So if you see racism as an individual personality deficiency, you'll never solve it because you'll never come around to understanding the group nature of racism. It's no different than the political structure in America. If Obama is a savior, you don't understand racism. If Donald Trump is the devil, you don't understand racism. What is happening to you was happening before Obama and is happening after Trump. What is happening to us happened before Obama and it is happening after Trump. You know why? Because the personalities have very little to do with it. When you become a president or a governor or a mayor in the United States of America, when you become a president or a governor or a mayor in the United States of America, you are given a script. You are given a script that you follow. You're given a script. And you will follow that script, because if you don't follow that script, you will end up like Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. The reason black people have trouble understanding systems is because we don't have any. The reason black people have so much trouble understanding systems is because we don't have any. I want you to understand this. We are not organized at all. We are not organized at all. And whenever we do get organized, it's along a religious continuum, or it is along a colorblind, multicultural continuum. Democratic gatekeepers in the ghetto. And you Democratic gatekeepers in the ghetto are some of the most politically uneducated Negroes I met in my life. I mean no disrespect. But please, Congressional Black Caucus, Democratic Party, can you please give your Democratic ghetto gatekeepers a political education? Because it is embarrassing the way you send people out here rallying black people to vote who don't even know the history of America, don't know the Constitution, don't know the Bill of Rights, don't know how the presidents are selected. They know almost nothing. Don't know the laws and acts that black people have gotten through the years. They don't know anything. I have yet to have a decent conversation with a Democratic Party ghetto gatekeeper. The Negroes who go out and use fear to force black people to vote, most of them do not understand political science in the United States. Please educate them. Please educate them. See, I'm tired of us allowing people to use emotions to control our political behavior. I'm tired of us allowing people to use emotions to influence our political behavior. What do you mean, Dr. Umar? This is what I mean. When you want black people to vote, you use fear. When you want black people to vote, you use hate. But nobody else is being motivated to vote by fear and hate. Black people are motivated to vote by fear. If you don't get Donald Trump out, you're going to lose something. What am I going to lose? I don't know, but you're going to lose something. Well, Donald Trump is a racist. He hates black people, blah, 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 blah. So does Joe Biden. So does Bill Clinton. So does Barack Obama. They all hate black people. So what makes Donald Trump so special? Stop letting people use emotions to influence your behavior. They don't use emotions with nobody else. You know what they use? Concessions. You want black people to vote? Use emotions. You want white people to vote? Use concessions. You want black people to vote? Use emotions. You want Europeans to vote? Use concessions. You want black people to vote? Use emotions. You want Latinos to vote? Use concessions. You want black people to vote? Use emotions. You want Mexicans to vote? Use concessions. You want black people to vote? Use emotions. You want Asians to vote? You use concessions. You want black people to vote? Use emotions. You want LBGT to vote? You use concessions. When are we going to wake up? We're the only people who are led around on a political leash based on emotions. They get you riled up, and by getting you riled up, they can get you to do anything they want you to do. Nobody else comes to political decisions that way except the American Negro. Everyone else is motivated to vote by a concession. Obama and Joe Biden is the greatest tag team championship I ever seen in my life. Barack Hussein Obama and Joe Biden are the greatest tag team championship ever. They betted in Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. They betted in Hawk and Animal with the Road Warriors. They betted in Junkyard Dog and Tito Santana. They betted in the British Bulldogs. They are the greatest tag team of all time. Barack Hussein and Joe Biden. Those two. And then if you add Bill Clinton, oh my God. Oh my God. Let's throw Hillbilly Bill up in there. Let's throw Wild Bill up in there. So you got a 3-man tag team championship. Wild Bill Clinton, Insane Obama, and Crazy Joe. Wild Bill Clinton, Insane Obama, and Crazy Joe. 3-man tag team. These 3 Democratic presidents. Don't talk to me about the Republicans because we already know what they are about. We already know what George Bush Sr. Jr. and Trump is about. We already know because they were honest. They were honest with the Negro. George Bush Sr., former CIA director, he never lied to you or promised you nothing. George Bush Jr., you saw what he did when Hurricane Katrina hit. When Hurricane Katrina hit, that devil act like Hurricane Katrina was a water leak. He treated Hurricane Katrina like a balloon that exploded, like a sink that had a leak in it. He showed no reaction or response whatsoever. Him and that damn Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice. You saw how they treated our brothers and sisters down in New Orleans and Mississippi and Alabama with that Hurricane Katrina. And you saw how he let the white folks steal all the FEMA money. Came in and robbed our people blind out of their FEMA money. You saw that. You saw that. And then we've been trained by the Democratic Party ghetto gatekeepers to protect the Democratic Party from black people's criticism. If you want to take George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., and Donald Trump in the 3-man tag team, let's look at this. We're going to look at the 3-man tag team match. We got a 3-man tag team match. We got Bush Sr., Bush Jr., and Donald Trump taking on Wild Bill Clinton, Insane Obama, and Old Joe. Let's look at this now. 3-man Royal Rumble, 6-man tag team match. 6-man, 3 and 3. It's the WWF Royal Rumble. Let's look at this now. Let's look at this. And they're going to wrestle and struggle over the grand championship of the Negro vote. The heavyweight championship is the Negro vote. So there's a 3-on-3 tag team match, 6-man tag, WWF SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania for the heavyweight championship, which is the black vote. Let's see who actually screwed black people more. Let's see who actually screwed black people more. Let's see. So you got Daddy Bush. He sent record numbers of black men to go die in Desert Storm. Over 70% of the frontline ground troops were black men, and black men are less than 10% of the population. So how in the hell are we 70% of the frontline ground troops? Disposable life. Disposable life. Disposable life. He also had a hand in the CIA crack invasion of the black community because he was the CIA director right around that time. So Daddy Bush had a hand in the chemical warfare against the black community, and he had a hand in the disproportionality loss of life of black troops in Desert Storm. So that's Daddy Bush. And then we go to the son. Turned his back on our Hurricane Katrina victims. Let the white folks rob all the FEMA money. Okay? Now let's go to Donald Trump. Sign Hispanic Prosperity Bill. Re-energize racist white America, poor white racists, re-energize them more than we've ever seen before. So that's what the Republican team got. Now let's look at the Democratic team, and I want you to tell me who crushed us worse. Who crushed us worse? Bill Clinton, 3 strikes and you out. Bill Clinton, mandatory minimum sentencing for nonviolent drug offenses. First time in American history. Exploded the prison rate. Exploded the prison rate. And then he had the welfare to work program. Bill Clinton had the welfare to work, kicked all those single mothers off welfare and told them to go get a job so he could appease his conservative Democratic base. Kicked millions of black women off welfare, told them to go get a job that didn't exist in order to appease his conservative racist Democratic base. Right? Then he criminalized child support. Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. Criminalized child support. You will now go to jail if you can't pay it, fail to pay. Boom, 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 boom. Bill Clinton. Now let's look at Barack Obama. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. LBGT'd black children. Transgendered the public schools. Ignored black people totally. Took everything we fought for and gave it to every other minority group but us. Put Assata Shakur at the top of the most wanted list. First time a woman was that high. Raised the bounty to $2 billion. Took money from HBCUs and gave them to white colleges. Did nothing about police genocide. But signed the blue law that said if you fight back against the police, you go to jail for the rest of your life. Killed Gaddafi. Put AFRICOM on the continent. This is Obama. This is your savior. This is what your savior did. And then you look at Joe, reinvigorated the transgender movement, the LBGT movement, looking out for the Asians, lay off millions of black people so 11 million undocumented immigrants could get a work visa and a job. Undergo the greatest social transformation in black America ever. So let me ask you a question. Who hurt us more, brothers and sisters? Neither one was on our side. Both sides are enemies. But in this 3-man tag team, 3 over here, the Democrats, 3 over here, the Republicans, Royal Rumble. This is the Royal Rumble for the black vote. Can I ask y'all an honest question? Can I ask y'all an honest question? Which 3 hurt us more? Put the Democrats on the spot. I'm putting all Negrocrats on the spot. I'm putting all Negrocrats on the spot because you can't deny the truth. Can't none of you registered Democrats who are Negroes deny the truth? Who hurt us more? Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden, or Bush, and Trump? I'm going to ask you the question again. Who hurt black America more in the 21st century? Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, or Bush, Trump? We all know the answer, don't we? We all know the answer, don't we? We all know the answer. The Democrats, the last 3 Democratic presidents destroyed black America more than the last 3 Republicans. You could take it or leave it. You could take it or leave it. If I'm lying, I'm dying. The Democrats, the last 3 Democratic presidents hurt black America more than the last 3 Republicans.